Today our vacation time in Paris in France starts. I am super excited to check out all the famous monuments of this city, try some French cuisine and of course do a lot of watch shopping. So take a coffee and enjoy the video. The train ride from Munich took around 6 hours and was super comfortable in first class. From the central train station we decided to go by metro to our hotel. Since there are lots of taxi scams around and the metro is anyway a much faster and cheaper option. Just be aware that moving your luggage around the metro stations can be a bit of a hassle as there are lots of stairs everywhere and not all stations offer elevators. Since I heard a lot about watch robberies in Paris, I will keep my watch mostly covered under a long sleeve shirt. In addition, the AP coverage gives me some confidence that I took the right watch with me. More to that later in the video. Okay, I'll shave 1 second. For the hotel, I took the right decision this time. We booked the Citizen M hotel on Champs-Élysées. The hotel is 4 stars rated, in a perfect location and super modern. A lot of tech inside the room, a big and comfortable bed, and all the great shopping stores and metro stations are just a few meters away. One night in this hotel, including breakfast for 2, will come at $400. The first Rolex store we are going to visit now is just opposite the street from our hotel. It is one of the most famous Rolex stores in Paris and in a prime location. So I guess our chances are quite minimal to hunt down a nice watch here. People are already waiting in line in front of the boutique. So let's have a look at the displays in the window first. Lots of nice two-tone yellow gold datejust, the Oyster Perpetual celebration dials, more stainless steel datejust, and 2 awesome Oyster Perpetual with Tiffany and pink dial. The perfect couple set, and I wish I could buy the pink Oyster for my girlfriend. A good selection of full gold Daytonas. Inside the store now, taking few wrist shots, and the friendly sales lady got the pink OP from the window for us. As expected, the watch is not for sale and can't be ordered. Still nice to see and to try it. A watch I will try to hunt down for the girl now. This Rolex 1908 is for sale and could even be bought tax-free. Not a bad option in case you're looking for one. Overall, the experience was good in this store. 1 or 2 watches were for sale. I didn't expect at such a great and posh location. Having a look at the pink OP was a nice opportunity as well. Moving towards the Place de la Concorde now. Right now the Paralympics are going on and the city is still super busy. Many roads are blocked, so walking or metro is the way to go here. I would actually say Paris is one of those cities where you should walk a lot and enjoy all the beautiful buildings around you. There are so many buildings from the Middle Ages up to the 21st century with beautiful architecture. Paris was the birthplace of the Gothic style and has so many important monuments of the French Renaissance, classical revival, the flamboyant style of the reign of Napoleon III, the Belle Époque and the Art Nouveau style. Here we are at the Place de la Concorde now, which is the largest square in the French capital. It is located in the city's 8th arrondissement at the eastern end of the Champs-Élysées. This place was the site of many notable public executions, including of those of Louis XVI, King of France, Marie Antoinette and Maximilien Robespierre. During this time the place was renamed as the Place de la Révolution. Until today this place is used for big demonstrations. The second Rolex store inside Galeries Lafayette. A small display shows us some nice day dates and sky dwellers. And inside the store are more stainless steel watches and most of them are actually for sale. This nice 34mm blue dial Oyster Perpetual is available, a big surprise for me since stainless steel watches and especially Oyster Perpetuals became so hard to buy nowadays. The sales lady here is very friendly, we had a good chat and she added our names for the wish list of the pink Oyster Perpetual. Even though the chance is super small to get it, why not try it? Moving closer to the watch street where we can find a Wempe boutique that sells Rolex as well. This full gold submariner is available over here in yellow gold with the blue dial, and these 3 two-tone datejust models as well. And in case you don't like the yellow gold submariner, also the white gold blueberry is available for sale. So far a surprisingly much better availability compared to Munich, and watches can also be purchased tax-free in Paris. Another store my friends from Dubai advised me to visit is Chronopassion, a mixed brand store with mostly independent brands ranging from Moser over MB&F to Jacob & Co. All the brands here have a wide selection of models available at competitive prices. Some accessories are unique, like this belt, and if you look for something special, this store is really awesome. A big selection of Jacob & Co sports watches, a limited edition Bulgari Octo,
with the original logo of Amida. This is the prototype. It traveled a little bit all over the world, and you will be the crew members, and then you have this prism projecting the hour, and and a minute.
Very nice. Wow.
And it was launched in 76 with a full stainless steel strap. And this one, you can switch from all stainless steel to Alcantara.
Okay, nice.
And it's very easy. Sorry, I wear a funny watch. The toys.
Ah,
Di Milano.
Di Milano, yes, this
Yeah.
scribble watch or so.
This is very cool.
Yes. Some of our collector friends have it also in Dubai.
I would like the black one to be luminescent.
Yes.
All the white stitches on the
Yes.
should be luminescent.
Yes.
And so, when you wear the watch and you are driving a car, you don't need to turn your wrist. You just drive. And I say this because I'm on bicycle.
Yes.
I don't drive anymore. And you read the time at the same time. You see?
Nice.
It's a driver watch.
Yes. And the Jacob & Co. Epic X skeleton. This watch features an X-style case that starts at the lower lugs, goes on to the movement's vertical bridges and finishes back on the top lugs. The watch is in a 44mm case, and I especially like this celeste color, which reminds me of my Bianchi bicycle. Let's try it on the wrist. Not a small watch, but for a 7-inch or bigger wrist it should work fine. The price for this watch is 25,500 euro here in Paris. And as one of my friends was just about to buy an Hublot, since he wanted a stainless steel or titanium watch which is very flashy on the wrist, I told him probably better get this Jacob & Co. compared to the Hublot. Next to the Jacob & Co., my code 1159 looks kind of conservative. This Gaga Shinkanta is my favorite piece here in the store. The watch reminds me strongly of Italy and the 1950s. A pastel colored dial, Arabic numerals, really strengthen the retro look.
So here you have a semi-continuous gear, alright? So you have first the crown at 12 on this 42mm stainless steel watch with a La Jouperet movement. And then to wind the watch, you have this double lugs, which is so cool and perfect on a wrist. I'm gonna unslip it to show you.
Yes.
So, as you know, always wind out of the wrist. So first I'm gonna wind a little bit my watch, and then I'm gonna open my crown. And you see? Because it's a semi-continuous gear, to not have the empty of the apertures, you will have a small numbers like this. When you are at 30, you know that it's 2 and you're gonna go to the 3.
Okay.
And
now
then,
it's 3.
And that's very smart. So it reminds the design of the 50s. That's why it calls cinquanta.
Yeah.
And this one has the small second in the center.
Inside the store we can also find a nice MB&F exhibition with all the quirky gadgets and of course more beautiful MB&F watches. My favorite watch from MB&F is this driver's watch with the white ceramic case on green strap. But at 84,000 euro, I have to wait a few more years before I can even think about purchasing one. And more beautiful MB&F dream watches. If you're looking for a special, unique, independent watch, this should be your first address if you visit Paris. The team is super friendly, will take their time to consult you, and the selection is awesome. Not many stores will offer so many brand new, unique and independent watches. The store is located on the Rue Saint-Honore, which is the most expensive street in Paris and has stores from pretty much every single luxury brand you can think of. Moving towards our dinner location now. The Omega Boutique with all the Speedmasters except for the 321 and Snoopy, of course. The Place Vendôme, earlier known as the Place Louis le Grand and also known as the Place Internationale, is a square in the first arrondissement of Paris. The column at the center of the square was erected by Napoleon I to commemorate the Battle of Austerlitz. It was torn down on 16th of May 1871 by decree of the Paris Commune, but subsequently re-erected and remains a prominent feature of the square today. This place is also home to another Rolex boutique and also one of the most beautiful Louis Vuitton stores and the only Patek Philippe boutique in Paris. Since it is already quite late, we will postpone the Patek Philippe visit to another day and move on towards our dinner now. For the dinner we got the advice to eat at L'Absinthe, a typical French restaurant with great quality and affordable prices. A restaurant located close to all the luxury boutiques, which is not a tourist trap. Some drinks for the start.
Wow, it's completely full now. Cheers.
A nice cucumber cream with bread. And beef and fish as the mains perfectly cooked. Medium rare is the way I love the meat. The fish tastes great as well. The full dinner, including the drinks, comes at €100, which seems very fair for the quality of the food. So if you're going for shopping in Paris, check out this restaurant. It is well worth a visit. Moving back to our hotel now, which is just a 20 minutes walk from here. A great first day in Paris with so many lovely people we met. Time to sleep and recharge the batteries for a big day tomorrow. Our hotel offers great breakfast. Not the biggest selection, but the quality of every single product here is great. I prefer a smaller breakfast buffet, but with really good quality. And of course a croissant for me since we are in France. Breakfast done, time to change for the long walking day today. Starting at Champs-Élysées, we will take the metro to the Louvre, which is just a few stations away. The metro system is super easy to use and tickets can be purchased at every station with cash or card. Once you get the flow how the metro works over here, you don't want to use anything else anymore. And here we are at the Louvre now. I somehow get the feeling that the Code 1159 is the perfect watch for Paris. Its striking dial and interesting architecture matches the vibes of the city so well. Also with the black strap and black ceramic case, the watch is a bit stealthy and I'm so far not worried at all about getting robbed. A Rolex or a Royal Oak would grab much more attention and create a much higher risk for me. Inside the Louvre now. This is my second visit to this awesome museum and we were lucky to get quickly inside. No reserved tickets, we just arrived early and had basically less than 5 minutes waiting time. As the Louvre is so massive, I would advise to download a digital tour guide on your phone, which will come at only €5. The app will create a tour for you with the desired time span of your visit and guide you to all the highlights of the museum. I will show you a few now, and if you know them, drop a comment under the video with the highlights you spotted.
Love me. Oh, I need someone to 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 love me when
The Louvre never disappoints, and it was an awesome first half of the day inside the museum. Walking towards the next monument of the city now, which is Notre Dame. As said earlier, walking is a nice way of exploring Paris, and you should definitely walk as much as possible to get the full city experience. Just take comfortable shoes with you, best maybe some hiking or walking shoes. One thing I never liked so much about Paris is the massive amount of police you can find here. Unfortunately, the city got hit by multiple attacks, and since the Paralympics are still going on, I can understand that they increased the police presence even more now. And here we are at Notre Dame, which is unfortunately closed right now due to renovations. Notre Dame is a medieval Catholic cathedral in the Ile de la Cite in the 4th arrondissement of Paris, France. The cathedral, dedicated to the Virgin Mary, is considered one of the finest examples of French Gothic architecture. Built during the medieval era, construction of the cathedral began in 1163 under Bishop Maurice de Sully and was largely completed by 1260. This could probably be the most famous church in the world, since we all saw the Disney movie The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Up there, high in the dark bell tower, lives the mysterious bell ringer.
He lived a solitary life, behind stone walls.
Hey, Quasi.
On our way back to the hotel at Pont Neuf. The Pont Neuf is the oldest standing bridge across the River Seine in Paris and marks a historic milestone for today's city's architecture and streets. A proper design with sidewalks and two lines in each direction. Crazy to think about this, but before Pont Neuf there was no proper design of how pedestrians and transportation vehicles could coexist in cities. The Olympic flame balloon, a long line in front of the Goya store, which seems to be very popular here. And we are back at the Patek Philippe boutique. Since I'm searching for a 5226G and this watch tax-free could be a nice option, let's try our luck. Already back out of the store and it was a rather disappointing visit. None of the watches here is for sale, and since it is the only Patek Philippe boutique in Paris, all watches will be sold to residents only. I didn't expect much from the boutique, but as an advice to the team, every visitor could be a potential client in the future and should be treated that way. Give visitors a nice experience by welcoming them, presenting some nice pieces, and explain a bit about Patek Philippe. By just standing behind the counter and asking why we entered the boutique, it is a rather unfriendly and unpleasant atmosphere. For the dinner we go to a typical brasserie today, which we found on Google Maps with a good rating. Some snails and an onion soup as a starter, and more cocktails for us. The snails tasted great and much better compared to the last time I had snails in Dubai. Also pretty affordable over here at just a few euro. And more beef as the main dish for us. In total the meal comes at around 100 euro, what is kind of okay for the amount of beef and snails we had. And for the dessert we decided to have it on Champs-Élysées next to our hotel. A beautiful atmosphere here, great weather and delicious cake, and I really love sitting outside here and just looking at all the people strolling around the Champs-Élysées. So much to our second day in Paris, and tomorrow we will have the highlight of the whole trip. Fresh bread, cheese and jam for breakfast. Flat white coffee to get the energy levels up. My favorite combination is warm fresh bread with camembert and strawberry jam. The lobby of the hotel features lots of pop art all around you and is a very nice place to spend some time and relax. Everything is clean, high quality and unique. So if you're planning a trip to Paris, I can fully recommend this hotel. It doesn't break the bank, but will deliver a superb stay in a top location. The weather changed a lot since yesterday, and today is our first day of rain. A 20 minutes walk will lead us from Champs-Élysées to the Tour Eiffel now. More luxury boutiques including Rolex stores on the way. I am not expecting much from them, so this time we will skip the Rolex stores and directly head to the destination. Better to spend the time with some proper sightseeing. As there can be long lines at the Eiffel Tower, it is usually best to go there during the week at morning time. Getting closer and closer, taking some wrist shots with the code 1159. First security control done. And here is the tower. The Eiffel Tower is a wrought iron lattice tower on the Champ de Mars in Paris. It is named after the engineer Gustave Eiffel, whose company designed and built the tower from 1887 to 1889. Locally nicknamed Iron Lady, it was constructed as the centerpiece of the 1889 World's Fair and to crown the centennial anniversary of the French Revolution. The Eiffel Tower is the most visited monument with an entrance fee in the world. A ticket all the way up to the top will cost around €25, which is very fair in my view. We decided to walk up the stairs until the second level for the full experience and then take the elevator all the way to the top. The tower is 330 meters tall, about the same height as an 81-story building and the tallest structure in Paris. In case you are afraid of heights, I would advise to take the elevator all the way from the ground and maybe stop at the second floor. Overall, you will feel super safe on the tower and the experience is just heart-touching. This structure, fully made of steel, is older than the Titanic, facing the changing weather conditions all year round and hosting millions of visitors every year, but still standing strong. What an incredible monument to explore. Taking the elevators all the way to the top now. The ride is around 1 minute. The stairs to the outside viewing platform all the way on the top. We didn't face any long lines, neither at the bottom ticket counter nor at the elevators to the top. I guess the rainy weather helped a lot for that, and the view is still great. So even a rainy and cloudy day can be a great day to visit the Tour Eiffel. From here you can see pretty much every single monument of Paris and enjoy an amazing view all over this beautiful city. On our way down now for some drinks at one of the restaurants located inside the Tour Eiffel. A whiskey sour for me and an Aperol Spritz for the girl. The coat is running strong and so far the perfect watch choice for my vacation. It is comfortable to wear and sits very secure on the wrist. With the screwed in spring bars and robust strap, I'm not worried at all about losing the watch. The black fume dial is not too obvious and most people still don't know the code 1159, which keeps it under the radar for a $30,000 luxury watch. With the AP coverage on top, I would get a new watch in case of a robbery, which calms me down a lot as well. I think AP is so far the only watch company that offers such an insurance for their clients, and I really love the complimentary service. Traveling with a watch you love is a nice experience, lets you take many nice memories of the watch, and of course while traveling you must plan your time. On top, the code 1159 with its interesting case architecture fits so well to a city that shows great architecture everywhere around you. Also the beige dial matches nicely the color of the old buildings with its black fume effect. Time to leave the Eiffel Tower now as it is getting late and we still have a few more sites to visit. Going down from level 1 to ground, we decided for the elevator right now. So much to the Eiffel Tower, walking towards the metro now.
Columbia, this is Houston. One small step for my man. Giant leap for mankind.
At the place Daytona now, the public square situated in the 16th arrondissement of Paris near the Seine River. The place is named in memory of Diana, Princess of Wales. The place is just north of the Pont de l'Alma tunnel, where Diana died in a high-speed car crash in 1997. Crazy to think how long this is already ago and that I was a super small child at the time this happened, still living at my parents' home. By now I'm a Metro Pro, buying the tickets faster than the locals here. Next stop at the Galeries Lafayette Haussmann, another luxury mall with lots of watch stores inside. As the main sponsor of the Olympics, Omega is showing that proudly in the shop windows. The new Tissot Grandizer, which is impossible to buy in Dubai, but one of my good friends from Dubai, he really loves the watch, so I think I'm going to get it now for him here. At Zenith now, having a look at the limited edition D5 Skyline for the Olympics. A beautiful green fume dial, looks great on the wrist as well, and I would say especially the dial color matches the stainless steel very well. And it also comes with a black rubber strap. The Rolex boutique inside Galeries Lafayette Haussmann is a really big boutique with 2 levels. In the shop windows are a lot of watches, as always nowadays, and even more watches in the inside of the store. We had to wait around 30 minutes until we could enter and were not really welcomed here. Everyone seemed pretty annoyed, and the only thing I wanted to do in the store was to try the new steel Daytona, since they had it in one of the showcases, the dimensions changed, and overall I just wanted to see how the new design looks on my wrist for a first time, since this is one of my dream watches. Unfortunately, this was not possible as per the sales lady, and I would have to come back with an appointment to try the watch. To be honest, this was one of the most disappointing experiences I had so far in a Rolex boutique. First, the team let us wait for half an hour outside the store, and afterwards none of the watches could be tried on the wrist. If this is the case, I would politely ask the store to tell us upfront next time, so we don't have to wait for half an hour outside the boutique in line. There were at least 10 salespeople free without any client, and it should be no problem to give a bit of service to their store visitors. Also, our time is precious and should be respected from the staff. Besides that disappointing experience, the boutique is really beautiful and one of the nicest Rolex boutique I have seen so far. Next to the official Rolex boutique, another store sells certified pre-owned watches, a small selection of Rolex and some nice APs over here. Oh baby, this is scary. Look. Wow.
Video? That's cute. Give me video.
From the roof of the galleries you can have a beautiful view all around the city for free.
Columbia, this is Houston. One small step.
Taking the metro to the next monument now, the Arc de Triomphe, which is one of the most famous tourist spots in Paris, standing at the western end of the Champs-Élysées at the center of the Place Charles de Gaulle. The Arc de Triomphe honors those who fought and died for France in the French Revolutionary and Napoleonic Wars, with the names of all French victories and generals inscribed on its inner and outer surfaces. Our last time walking down the beautiful Champs-Élysées, Louis Vuitton has a huge construction site here, covered in the shape of a suitcase. Once done, this will be an ultra-luxury hotel owned and operated by Louis Vuitton. And for the dinner today, we decided for a cozy Chinese restaurant next to the Champs-Élysées. Great prices, great taste and a lovely team over here. I can fully recommend you, in case you want to skip a bit of French cuisine, go to this Chinese restaurant. It's really nice. Time to go back to the hotel and end our third day in Paris. Checked out and time to continue our travels through Europe. The last metro ride and the last time carrying all the suitcases up and down the stairs to the metro. The level 8 Voyagers did a great job without a single issue so far. The handles are comfortable and the trunk style is easy to move around the metro gates. So for this activity I was actually happy to save a few kg and have some plastic suitcases instead of the normal alloy removers I use. From Paris we will now take the Eurostar train to our next destination, which is just 2 hours away from here. The city we are going to visit now features the famous Mannequin Pearce and has a historic and beautiful European city center. Also I heard from my friends that we must explore a lot of watch shops over there and try some proper mussels. I am still a bit sad to leave Paris as the city is just so wonderful. We met so many awesome people and discovered so much European history. I will come back for sure and maybe I'm lucky and the pink Oyster Perpetual will arrive one day. Another trip with my girlfriend to Paris would be so amazing. And with that we are at the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this short stay and watch shopping in France. Let me know your thoughts about Paris, the watches and especially the memories you have about this lovely city. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Bye bye.